Hey, do you like listening to the show? Well, if you do, we'd appreciate you dropping a like, share, comment, subscribe, and if the platform you're listening to us on allows it, also rate the show. It all helps. And if you have any topic suggestions, feel free to leave them in our comments. Otherwise, sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy.
Welcome back to Daddy's Shed. Different camera angle every time. I'm just kidding. So, Tyler was just telling us this story. We saved it for the opening.
Oh yeah, this guy lost a nut last weekend that I know during a military exercise. This one dude that was the leader on it that I know is a friend of mine. He got a text from this guy at like 2:00 in the morning saying, "Hey man, I really have like a pain in like my balls, and they're like swelling up really bad." So he's like, "Okay man, well, we'll go to the MR and get it checked out." Okay, so he goes there, and I can't remember what they said it was, but they're like, "Oh, it'll be fine in a couple of days." I think they thought it was like a UTI or not a UTI, but like a STD or something like that he had.
Or just a random pain.
Yeah, but anyway, so the guy keeps going, and it's like a week goes by, and then he goes back to the MR because it's just getting worse and worse, and then he has to go into like surgery because it turns out, oh, you have like testicular torsion, and it's well, basically it had to be removed. It couldn't be saved.
It was dying, right?
It died. Yeah,
that's what it. Imagine your nut dying.
But you know what happens? Actually, you can die from that because then it's dead inside of you, and it
decomposes.
It's like necrosis or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember the name of it.
So what happened specifically? What did
he know?
It was just one night when he was sleeping. Literally, he just like turned over the wrong way, and his fucking balls got tied.
I thought it was like from like some training thing or what the fuck?
Yeah, man. But you know what? Like the MR fucked him over, like the MIR.
That's anxiety.
Which is the medical shit.
Yeah, because they were like,
yeah.
So could he like not sue, but like?
Oh, I think he'll be able to.
Because he's like, you didn't diagnose this fucking a week ago.
Yeah, like as far as I know, as far as I'm tracking, I also know another story of as true.
My nuts are sore now.
As true as this guy says it is. Well, he was pissing blood, and they gave him. Like, this was after being out in the field for, like, a month pretty much straight. Mm-hmm. So he's pissing blood, and then he goes into the MIR, and they're like, oh, we have a UTI. And it's like, what the fuck? He's like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, it's very rare in men, but yeah, you have one. So they're giving him some drugs for that, and he said it cleared things up for a couple of days, and then he's, like, pissing blood again. So they go back there, and they're like, oh, yeah, your kidneys are failing, so let's give you some medication for that. And then, so that cleared it up for like a week or two for him. And then he's like back out in the field, pissing blood again. And then they're like, oh yeah, your liver is going to fail. So now they've given him pills for that as well. And it's still not cleared it up for him. So now occasionally he's just pissing blood and they don't know why.
That's what happens when you have free Medicare, boys. Can't even sue the doctors either.
No, like once he gets out, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to. I think he'll be able to for mistreatment. Like,
wait, is it a military emergency? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's different in the military. It's not suing the doctor, but it's like submitting a VAT claim for like military or like misdiagnosis.
Because like if we're just at the normal doctors, we can't fucking.
You can't do that.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
They could fucking kill you on the operating table, boys, and nothing you
There's
can.
certain.
They do often.
You sign the fucking waiver. Before you do the operation.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's certain times that yes, they can be depending on what happens, but like that's very rare. Like if they're, you know what I mean. So, yeah, we protect doctors a lot up here. So anyway, a lot of bad shit happens in the military. That's why I always tell people when you join it, like, protect yourself. You feel sick, go to the MIR and get it checked out. And then if you still feel sick, then maybe you have to go to emergency one weekend or something like that.
Is it better to go to them, or is it like a public hospital?
Public hospital is usually better, I find. Just depends on who you get, honestly. It's so weird.
Man, that would suck. Imagine just rolling over.
Well, the worst part is they get a lot of fucking people that are like bitches, so they don't want to go on their course, so they get like a medical chit, so they don't have to do any of the drill and stuff like that because they're babies. So it ruins it for a lot of people because it sets a bad precedent, right?
Like, yeah, what if someone's legit hurt or something, and
They're
they're
like,
like,
stop
listen,
fucking faking it.
yeah,
That's basically what, yeah, that's
eventually-
basically like what they think.
Eventually, they'll be
That's the
like,
shitty part.
all you guys are getting fucking hurt, and like, no, this one's legit.
You guys are just faking it. Yeah, that's what they're. You know what I mean?
But cry wolf. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
pretty much. Pretty much.
You know, I don't know if it was specifically like testicular torsion what I had, because the pain would come and go like every now and again, and I don't know, got it looked at, and then they're like, surgery. So I had to go in for surgery. Yeah. But it wasn't like constantly all the time, and it would just like every now and again. But I complained about it, and I was like, no, I gotta get this looked at.
The old balls, the scrotums.
The scrotum.
Bro, it's so fucking crazy
Scrotums.
how many systems can just go wrong in your body.
It's crazy to think how many systems have to work together to keep us going.
keep us going. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like
The human body is
often.
like miracle, man.
You know what, that's
our
fucking-
brain is so fucking
That's hundreds of millions of years of suffering
and
lesser
evolution.
humans
Yeah.
dying because of not being able to function.
You know what I was gonna?
Evolution.
I wanted to bring up. I brought this up the other day.
Or
when I
God,
was
maybe.
having a conversation. How did a species like humans and animals and stuff figure out sex?
It would have been just instinct,
Like, where does that instinct come from?
just like any other instinct, though.
I know,
just
but
there.
like,
they're just imprinted in our brains.
So like,
Because at first it wouldn't have been looked at as like having sex because it feels good.
right?
no, just,
It'd be just looking as reproducing.
yeah.
I know where'd that instinct come from. Where'd that reproducing instinct come from?
It was just, it's there. It's just there.
It's one of
Where did it come from? How
it's
did it
just one
develop?
of the laws of nature. It's just that's what they're trying. That's what they still don't understand is they're trying to explain is like why are we driven to reproduce and things like that.
Mm.
But that's what it is. It's just one of the
It's
laws
just in
of
our
biology.
nature.
I
do
know
it.
the urge is there because you need more offspring and stuff for like your species to survive. But just where'd that come from? You know, isn't that crazy? You're like, yeah, I have to put this in there, and oh look,
Just-
kid.
Just honestly,
What?
just evolution. Like if you believe, it just all depends on what you believe in.
I
Yeah,
just
I
think
suppose. 'Cause if
they
you
just-
believe in-
it was just looked at as a like that instinct was just in our body, like how you said, in our biology. It's just like because plants fucking reproduce.
Well, that's
too,
why
like-
that's why we as Homo sapiens survived is because of our like ease of being able to reproduce and how much we could reproduce every 9 months instead of let's say like other what do they call that like homeolithic time.
a Neanderthal.
Yes, exactly, like
Neanderthal.
Neanderthals and other fucking beings like that. Because there are other primitive humans that were the link between us and apes.
Didn't we take them out, Neanderthals?
I think we just like we outbred them. Like we literally had more kids than them, so they just didn't survive. There are still some people with Neanderthal DNA.
I think from 23andMe, my tests, it said I shared like a certain amount of genes with Neanderthal.
Like there's
genes
still
and
people.
stuff.
It hasn't been fully bred out, but that's basically what happened. So, like you're saying, is like where does that? I don't know that much. Like where does that urge come from of us wanting to reproduce? But we beat out those other like primitive species that didn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that
that's
makes
what
sense.
the. That's
So I
what
know-
They
the-
just probably realize, hey, if we keep doing this, we'll just eventually outgrow these guys. Like there'll be more of us.
Well, it's just we just want like.
It's just in our it's an instinct. Like it's bred into us to reproduce.
Yeah. It was just after hundreds of millions of years, I think we just understood that the best way to survive is spread out and have more of us just be there, basically.
Do you think the feeling of an orgasm kind of helped people or like our species and not just ours but animals to want to keep doing it also? They're like, oh, this feels good.
Probably after
So,
a
like-
while, but like at the
But
point
not
at
at the
that time
beginning. I would
they weren't looking for that. Like
I would say yes, like it's not the main focus, but definitely it's there even from the start just because like they've seen it in monkeys. Because monkeys have fucking shown that.
Don't they? Yeah, don't they just yerk? Just jerk it.
Sometimes sometimes, and then other times they literally just have. I'm pretty sure they just have sex for fun, depending on like the monkey species.
There's a species of female monkeys that do that, man. They literally just rub them together.
There you go. Yeah.
And it's a social thing for them.
weird, eh?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh yeah. Me and the woman were watching a documentary and they were started talking. I was like, "What the fuck are these monkeys? Like,
don't
of course
even have
they're
to go-
animals."
Let's all just get together and
You don't even have to go that far back though. Like you go back, well, it's like 2,000 years to fucking ancient Greece and Rome. Ancient Greece, especially all the men were just sleeping with each other.
Yep.
That was just like it was just a known thing.
Greece, the Spartans.
It was very, no,
Or is that?
no, that's Spartans were different. They were like, they were close to Greece though. They were within like,
They were
that,
like their
like,
own thing,
peninsula.
Sparta.
yeah,
Right. So yeah, Spartans, like soldiers, they consider them like brothers and stuff, but they would literally have sex with each other.
Yeah, because morals were different. Like there was no.
that's what I'm saying.
morals.
Society is just
Yeah.
different. It was different back then. Same thing with Romans because they had orgies and stuff like that.
It was because of them we know that's wrong now.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to get like society is getting like more open to all that stuff.
True.
Yeah.
Open to what?
Like the sex stuff.
Oh, I think
Oh.
like brothers and like stuff.
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
No.
No, I didn't mean-
what?
I
Not
didn't-
actual brothers.
I did. Yeah.
but
Like how like they're.
Oh,
they're-
like how we would like consider each other
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Like
It was
so-
just
the
like
soldiers,
we,
the-
you
yeah.
know what I
good
mean.
friends. Okay.
like the soldiers, they would consider each other.
It wasn't like you had to be in a
but they would
romantic
also-
relationship.
And I also heard that like with that, it gave them it gave the army a closer bond. So like they actually
What kind of makes
Yes,
sense,
and
right?
they actually felt sorrow from when they lost a
Yes.
soldier in
It
battle.
kind of makes sense. So I mean, hey,
It's weird because they were talking. Where did I hear that? It was
I
like
got
just the other day.
flashbangs
I was
back
talking about that.
Here.
Can't remember where.
Yeah, I've talked about this before too, or seen it somewhere. Yeah, they would, obviously they would care more to save their, I mean, fuck buddy, I guess,
yeah,
and brother, but
that's what I'm saying. Those societies were just different. Like the way
Sex
they
was looked
that
at
stuff.
differently then.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah,
Like like what was that one? I was watching a documentary on the there's like the big gangs in UK right now. Fuck, I can't remember their names. But
Fuck, I
a lot
hate
of them
rappers
just
in
use
there.
that as like intimidation.
yeah. The rappers he was just talking about from the UK,
Yeah.
terrible,
Yeah.
mostly.
No,
You see
they-
those old men? Those
Wait,
old
No,
men rappers.
ones?
Pete and Paz or something like that.
They're
and, like,
two old UK
guys.
rappers. They're like
No, I don't think I've
Go
seen
viral
that. Maybe
on
I have
TikTok.
actually. You know what? I think I have.
he's a
Speaking
shorter
of-
one, and then there's a taller one. And they
Oh, I
just
think I have. Yes.
You think who's the ghostwriters for them?
Them.
There's no way.
Them.
How much time do they practice spitting out those fucking lyrics too? Like,
Probably a few,
Probably
man.
keeps their brain nice and young and
Nice and
healthy.
sharp.
if they're the ones coming up with it, yeah,
Sure.
for sure. Because they are good wordplay. Fuck.
But I can't stand them. Their accent when they rap, man. Like
That's
British and like UK.
Oh,
No,
like, the
my-
Irish are the best. The
I don't think I've
Irish
even
when
heard
they're
an Irish
rapping.
rapper before.
Oh, I'd put a song on right now if we weren't.
An Irish
If we wouldn't get
rapper.
copyright strike.
true. Yeah. Irish rapper. I don't think I specifically did either, unless it was just lumped together with some of the UK stuff.
What's that guy's name? Ink or whatever.
Dang.
Oh, yeah, Dink, pretty much. Man.
Dink from Ireland. Like,
You'd be like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
weird.
fuck is this?
so the British rappers and stuff, they keep their British accents when they rap, but when they sing, where's it go? Just disappears. Like Ozzy, Adele, it just disappeared.
Do they? But also, does it like depend on where they
That's all
live?
I don't know why I
Like
picked
where
that
they
song.
can lose it because you can lose an accent.
Well, they don't lose their accent. It's only when they sing. Like for the most part, like British singers, their British accent when it's because if they're talking normally, sometimes it's thick as shit, and they're like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
My autism's
But when
hitting
they
hard.
but when they
Sorry.
when they sing,
I'll let you finish your
it just
thought.
goes away.
My autism's hitting hard. I just keep seeing that fucking that one of Ozzy being like, "Who was in my room and drank my beer?" And then she's you, and she's like, "There's no." His wife Sharon's like, "There's no beer thief," and he's like, "It was you who drank it, or whatever."
You're the beard thief.
Yeah, you're the beer thief. And then he just walks back in.
Yeah, there was one on the Osbournes I think of all time is when he walks in and one of the dogs pissed on his carpet. And he's like, who the hell pissed on my carpet? And he's like, was it you little goddamn terrorist?
Bruh, he is hard to understand.
They used to have to put subtitles on.
Well, fuck. They're like, it's like
One time he's talking, it's like,
okay.
Ozzy Osbourne. Who drank my beer? Who stole the beers?
Right there.
Set this up right here to record. Oh, there we go.
Oy vey. Oy vey's mirror.
Okay.
Hi, darling.
Someone has been in my room and taken my beers away from my room.
I don't think so, darling.
Taking my beer.
Who would do that? Who could possibly do that? Who's the beer thief? You. You're the beer thief.
And he just fucking just like
His
completely lost.
brain is just like
Just,
down like
Think of all the
hundreds of
shit that
brain
guy's
cells,
done.
man.
You know what I mean?
oh my
It's
God.
literally two brain cells fighting over control.
Dude.
Love
The
it.
whole when he goes,
He just,
It's his brain fucking
This is
short
what-
circuit.
that's a brain short fire, like misfiring boys trying to do things.
yeah, this was like 20 years ago. This was
You know what? Honestly, if anything, he's gotten a little
50s?
like clearer. I find with his
Probably, man.
speaking.
He probably
Off
died
the-
and came
off
back.
the liquor and healthy
There-
now
yeah.
and like, well, as healthy as he can be.
For
Yeah,
what he went through.
Yeah.
I saw a recent clip of, not a recent, but like pretty recent clip of him on his family's podcast. He's still pretty like incoherent. You can't
Yeah,
understand,
no, but like
he's-
when I seen
he's
him,
chill.
when I seen him at when they were inducting him to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for his solo stuff, I could actually like, they didn't need to put subtitles on to understand him.
You know what?
Pretty good.
You know what we have to talk about.
Yes.
You know what it is. Come on. What do you think
Say
it
it.
is?
Oh fuck.
League LA,
You know what it is. What is
Tony
it?
Todd.
Who the fuck is Tony Todd?
He's
Oh yeah, the
Candyman
died.
Candyman. Yes.
R.I.P.
rest in peace.
Candyman. We found out it was like in the middle of the night last night when I found out. Yeah, I don't know what the cause was. He was
69, I think it said.
Yeah,
Old age.
I mean,
Christ,
maybe.
that's not even that old, dude.
That's
Like,
true. It's
I'm
not.
even that old. I think anything after 75, you're like,
Well, he's pretty famous.
that's where you can die of like old age.
He's a pretty famous guy. He's probably fucking snorting lines the
Oh,
entire
yeah.
time. You know what I mean?
He's a big actor in the 80s.
You know what I mean?
And
So
Yeah, maybe.
in the 90s.
especially in the 80s, like he's probably banging lines all the time.
Watch it come out that
Savage.
you know he was just clean, sober. That's all.
Probably.
I
Fucking
watch it
Christ.
come out like fentanyl overdose or something. Like how, what's her name? Carrie Fisher?
Yeah.
Princess Leia.
Oh
right?
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Accidental.
She was really bad on
Probably what
drugs and
Everything.
stuff,
Holy
yeah.
fuck. You see all the drugs that were in her system?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
crazy.
was like years of abuse, I think too. But you know, she got older and not a good combination.
I mean, if I was
She's like,
rich,
"You're
I would
my
fucking
only
do
hope."
it too.
God damn it.
Just kidding.
But no, what was
What do you think it is?
I know?
Okay, we have to say it at the same time.
I know.
3, 2, 1.
Donald Trump.
Oh my god, we knew it. We all knew
We
it.
all fucking knew. Yeah, so the U.S. election just happened earlier, like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday
Yes.
was the election day.
Yes.
And Mr. DJT,
Man, I don't understand how he was
One.
even allowed to run. He was literally like federal indictments.
Did you see
and
the-
impeached by the people? Like,
Did you see Time
how are you
Magazine?
allowed to run?
It's because of the what's it called? Laws in the U.S. It's very specific depending on the state you're indicted in or whatever. So he was like indicted in New York, and because he's like a resident of Florida, he could still vote and still run for president.
Oh my
that
god.
doesn't make any fucking sense. Because a lot of
I'm pretty sure.
A lot of the laws, I
definitely the
think,
vote, but-
were like if you're a criminal or something, like I mean technically, you know, he is. You can't even get like a job,
Yeah,
or
like
you
a
can't
criminal
even vote.
record. Yeah.
But I guess maybe, like you say, in certain states, doesn't make any
So-
sense. He has what was it, a trial or something on the 24th?
yeah, yeah. I'm
But
pretty
people
sure.
are like, he's just gonna be able to throw it out, throw it away. What would
I don't think
happen? He
can,
gets put in jail when he won the election.
Well, he can't be put in jail like that, like just off of these charges. I don't think. That
He's
can
34 counts of something, right?
Yeah, but I think depending on like what he gets, depending on his lawyers and things like that, we'll see
Which
what
he'll
he
have
gets.
the best of
But
the
I
best.
just feel like he's not going to do any actual prison time. I highly doubt that.
But what would happen if he did, though? Would he still be president in there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It's a good question.
I don't know. This might be like the first time.
That's a good
JD
question.
Vance might have to take over for however long he.
Whoever the vice president is,
JD
right?
Yeah,
Vance,
JD
yeah.
Vance. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume.
So how do you guys feel with him getting in there?
I don't like him.
I don't. I'm like
Could be-
neutral. I'm neutral on
could
him.
be
I
good.
don't hate him, but I
Yeah,
don't love
I'm
him.
pretty much the same. Could be good, could be bad.
Because like
But we'll see.
I feel like he might like financially better the states.
Yeah.
I also heard he wants to start buying oil from Alberta again.
So
Which will
that's
help our
that's one of
economy.
that's one of the big things is I don't think people are realizing. I think one of the first big things he's going to do, because like you said, he wants us to get like the oil sands and things like that going again, is like the Keystone Pipeline stuff. He's going to try and push for that to be rebuilt, because that kind of got, especially with if Pierre Poilievre gets in the next election, in the election up here, which I think is going to happen. I mean, I think pretty much everyone thinks that.
Yeah.
I think it's the same feeling it was in the U.S. because I know that all the media was saying it's like, oh, it's so close. But I feel like a lot of people felt Trump was just going to win this one.
Man,
I
it
just
really
had that
wasn't that
feeling.
close. Me and
I don't
me and
know,
the woman
like-
were up till like 2:00 in the morning on Disney Plus watching. Like,
It wasn't
live.
close.
It wasn't close.
No.
Like he won, like I think it's 200 because you need
It was
270
277 to like 194.
Yeah,
no,
like,
it was like 240 at the end, or 220 something.
yeah, she had like 220 something,
okay.
or 228 at the end. But then he also
Yeah.
had, it was like 290 or something at
So
the
not
end.
really
He
close.
had a lot of seats. Like they have majority, and they also won a lot of the Senate. Like they kind of swept. It's crazy because people don't understand. I think that him winning in 2016 was like a super crazy fluke. I think actually.
Yeah.
Because the pendulum swings hardcore is what happens. So we'll have a lot of blue governments, like even here in Canada. Like we've had liberal for what?
8 years.
Since
I think is he 9 years now?
yeah,
Trudeau's been in
I
like
can't
9?
remember exactly.
Two terms.
So
Uh,
it is-
But then he also had that like vote in. Well, it wasn't a no confidence, but they did a re-election. Remember?
yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody still put him back in.
Yeah. So however much time he has in, I lost my train of thought now. Rest in peace.
Oh, you're just talking about how we have a liberal and all the blue.
Oh yeah, it's the pendulum.
Yeah.
So like a political pendulum happens in every country. So like, we're gonna go red this time, and if things go good, we'll go red again.
Probably, yeah. Until
More-
shit goes down.
More than likely, things will not go good again if he does get a second term. Which I'm already saying, like I don't even know about this first term, man, because like I like the Conservative Party, but at the same time, I don't like the Conservative Party with a lot of their stuff.
Yeah,
A lot of their shit is fucking stupid.
Yeah, and
I think
like
so.
they just want like the rich people to stay rich. Like
Well,
they don't want to tax like those
that's the
major
thing is they-
fucking oil companies and stuff like that. And
They want to lower the taxes for like big corporations, which I do agree with just because it will bring companies into Canada. But you also have to play off of what the US is doing. So if the US is going to lower theirs, then if we lower ours, I don't even know if it's really a point. Depending on what the companies are. Like certain companies where our natural resources can be more used than the US, yes. But I don't know, it's going to be dicey, man. Like it's a 50-50 to go either way. We can either get shit on by the US or we can become like great allies and like go to war, fucking not literally, but like economical war with China and basically like try and drown them out. Because that's
make
the
it so
issue.
we don't need them no
That's
more.
the issue right now is we are still reliant on China, especially for medication. I don't think everybody understands, but majority of medication in the market, like 75-80%, is produced in China, in North American markets.
China
So-
got a chokehold on everything.
Yeah, so if they said fuck us, we would be kind of fucked out of a lot of our drugs that we need.
Nice thing for some U.S. people, they come up here to get our drugs because it's cheaper.
Yeah,
Because of the, the pricing down there is ridiculous. You got like saw someone put out a statistic of like for insulin, it's like $30 a month or something for here, but in the U.S. it's like
It's crazy.
3,000 or something.
Does it?
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
but does the price vary depending on your insurance?
Yeah, like in the US
Possibly.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it does for sure.
I wonder if that's the like 3,000 out of pocket or
See,
just-
and yeah, and
Probably.
like a big
Like
thing
with
with
no
the States
insurance
is
or
you can't
something,
live in the United States and not fucking have health insurance. Like
I
you
know.
can't just be like going to the hospital and paying straight up prices. It doesn't work like that.
It's not like here. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It should be interesting. I hope financially we benefit. That's what I'm saying. Like if we get the pipeline going, even with trade tariffs and everything, I think we'll make a lot of money. That's Alberta. But out here, I think the lumber, depending on how much it is, because it could be anywhere from like 10 to 20%, he said. So far.
Oh yeah.
So it's a bit scary.
Yeah, he wants big tariffs on stuff, and people are like, yes, tariffs and stuff, not realizing that they have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
It's like you guys are dumb. You don't know how
So-
they work.
Wait, tariffs are like taxes, right, on goods
So
that you'd be
what I've
trading.
seen,
Yeah, it's pretty much just
So-
like artificial markup.
if you're getting something from China, is how I seen it was explained. You put tariff on it, right?
To make it.
But China doesn't pay it.
Mm-hmm.
The companies that are importing it pay it, but then that means they'll hike up the prices for consumers,
Yeah.
so they have to pay more.
Yeah, to
And-
cover their tariff charge.
And so everyone was like, "Oh, these are good things, but you're gonna be paying
That's like
fucking more."
those like new electric
But-
cars that were coming from China that are like
Oh, yeah.
12 grand, man.
Yep.
And the tariffs on them were so high, getting them over, like when they started, they're like $30,000 cars by the time you get
As
them
it
here.
has to be.
Yeah,
Or else we'd be fucked, like they're trying to do. That's why you have to put big tariffs on China, and that's why you can't be allies with them. It's because they're doing shit like that, like trying to flood the market and destroy the economy over here. Because then there's no like production of vehicles. There's no point. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like the issue they're having in China right now is what they're going to cause to us, where there's just fucking vehicle graveyards of cars because of how like expensive the batteries are to replace.
Yeah.
Man.
It's literally cheaper to throw away the car than replace the battery.
Oh, that reminds me of what you were talking about, dairy farmers, where the wasting
yeah.
all the milk.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
I never even heard of that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. But
So what
it's true.
exactly? Why do they have to? If they make what is it? Too much or something?
Yeah, so it's called supply management. It's
Yeah.
a big controversial thing here in Canada that a lot of countries actually hate us for trade, because I don't know why we keep it, and I wish the fucking conservatives would get rid of it if they get into power, but everybody keeps it for some reason. All it is like you're literally, like it says, supply management. So you just control the supply and demand of a product, pretty much. Like it's really fucked up. It's a literal legal cartel. So basically, like, they get a quota, and they give each province a quota, and it's divided up by the dairy farmers in that province, and they can make this much milk, fucking eggs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can make this much, and then after that, they have to throw it out. So
That's
because they want to control price.
such a waste, dude. Holy fuck.
Unlimited.
Do you know the average?
I mean, technically, it could be unlimited.
Bro, they throw out millions of gallons of milk every year. Think
Good,
about
it's
that.
fucking gross.
What do you mean it's gross?
You don't like milk?
Think about all the
I don't
stuff
like
you use it for. I'm not talking about drinking it straight up. Cooking.
McDonald's use milk.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can get
McDonald's use
for like your
milk?
coffee.
I use cream.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, that's
Ice cream.
isn't
Artificial
cream like
creamer.
isn't that like dairy?
And then I'll use I love powdered cream for my coffee. Coffee mate. Well, over at the dispensary, that's all
Yeah.
we have because the people
I remember
take
I was
forever
seeing
it over
for
there.
like if we bought like liquid creamer,
Yeah.
not enough people drink coffee there, so it just goes bad all
Fuck,
the
you
time.
just gotta put a lot in your coffee. That's all. No one just.
Oh, I
Yeah.
put a lot of that powdered cream in there.
Fuck, that's not good for you. It's gonna give you a heart
You only
attack.
live once.
True.
How long do you want to live? That's the question. Holy fuck! Sorry, my leg up here.
I think your day is chosen, man. You die when you die. I don't think anything you can do can prolong it.
Oh
or-
yes, I
You think
suppose
so?
you.
You don't think there's like more stuff, more things you can do to add time to your life? You don't think there's like a certain?
I just think you have a time, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So-
Yeah, but like
yeah.
you don't think doing things can increase that time or decrease it?
Or do you think it's like predetermined, like the creator?
Like no matter
I
what
don't
you
know,
do.
man, because I've seen some people that are like in rough, fucking like junky ass people that are
Yeah,
like,
oh,
how
for
are
sure.
these people still
Yeah.
alive? And then healthy people just dropping like flies.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But then that would also count to your point that everyone has a time. So
that's what makes me think of it, because I feel like sometimes like this I don't want to say something like they don't deserve to be alive, but like there's people that could have been alive still that could have been in, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
You're like
how does this person die, but you're alive?
It's all random, man. It's not necessarily.
I don't think it's like you're like predetermined. You're going to die on this day.
Right.
Like, but you know what I mean? Like,
it's just the luck of the draw. Like it'll randomly happen.
It's going to happen no matter what.
Obviously, it's gonna happen eventually.
And like obviously, if like you don't do drugs and shit, you're not
like
if you do it. If you're a junkie and stuff, you're decreasing your time.
Yeah.
Like there is things I guess you can do like that can change it.
How the fuck did we get on this?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
Coffee creamer.
Yeah. Oh, because Tyler said it was gonna get.
Oh, right. Heart disease or
heart disease.
Yeah, true.
This fucking guy.
So you guys prefer creamers in your coffees?
Yeah, milk's kind of gross.
I find milk. I find milk makes coffee thin.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like cream just makes it a thicker drink.
Well, it's because
I find I don't need sugar a lot of time with cream. Like that's all I need.
Oh, that's true. Cause does it have a lot of sugar in it already?
Yeah, like a bit, like a decent bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A medium double.
Yeah, no, doubles are good. I'm just saying, like especially with the fancier creamers you can get. Like Chelsea always gets like the fancy like Starbucks ones.
How many boys Northumberland?
Just you know what you gotta do? Just drink your coffees black.
That's so gross.
It's such a bad taste.
What do you think about
So bitter.
what do you think about the Fairlife fucking milk?
Isn't that good with like a lot of protein?
Yeah, it's a really good milk, but
yet.
what about the shit they do to the cows? You ever hear about that?
No.
Is that the place that where they just keep them in them little fucking stalls like their whole life? Yeah, they can go fuck themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
that pisses me off when people like those animals are fucking literally giving you shit that makes money. At least you can do is like give them a little respect.
Like,
man.
chickens, you're taking their kids away and getting eggs and stuff. And
no, like
chicken.
that's understandable.
Like,
there's a natural occurrence like that, but like I mean, like if you're killing them, do it the way you're supposed to. Don't be just smashing them on the ground and stuff like that.
Right?
Like, abusing them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the chickens. I was talking about like abuse. Like you're getting these eggs from it, taking its kids, but then they keep them in these little pens all together.
Yeah.
Like that's fucked.
Yeah, in the cages. Eh?
Yeah. Like
give them just rows and rows.
Yeah, those ones
that's
are
fucked up, man.
Let them free roam.
But even then, when you get those free range chickens, they fill them with fucking steroids to the point where they can't even stand up. Their legs can't support the weight.
That's
it
true.
just depends on the farms, yeah,
and country probably as well.
The states are really bad for like animal abuse and like
what they put in
like
their
slaughterhouses and farms and shit.
That's why 1/3 of things produced in America is recalled.
I don't think people realize that, like,
for food safety concerns.
Food tastes better when it's taken care. Like when you kill an animal and they're not stressed out, that meat's going to taste different.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's stress in the.
Well, because it puts a hormone through their body is why. It's
Tastes
actual
different.
science. Yeah, its hormone gets into their into their body, into the meat.
I love my stressed out animals.
That's why you
something in your meat.
Eat, bah.
He was talking to you, but he was looking at me.
I wonder if you just cut a human up. Like, is that what they look like? Could you just make a human steak?
Yeah.
Let's test it.
Like, would it look like a steak?
I think it would.
No.
You think so?
Well,
There'd be more fat, I
Zach,
think.
can we test it?
I think there'd be more fat in it, depending on the person.
It wouldn't look like a cut. I don't think it would look like a steak.
How? Why wouldn't
But
it?
you could cut it in
fillet a
shape.
person?
So you're
That's what I'm
telling me
saying.
if I cut a leg off and
Yeah.
I fucking cut a steak like I cut a steak off a cow, it wouldn't look the same?
Where did you get the steak from? What part of the cow does it come from?
It all depends on the cut you want. Because you can get a sirloin and you can get tenderloins, which are like right here on them, like right. You can get
Maybe then.
I'm just saying
like,
I
tip of
think
the
it just
eye.
depends on where you get the cut from.
Yeah,
all it
that's
depends on.
the same
Like,
thing.
I
with
think it's
animals.
legitimately.
Where do you think's the best part on a human?
Where?
Fuck, that's a
so
good
if I was going
question.
to eat a human, where?
Like,
And
if
like
you're-
if I was if I was
Say like
if
that.
I was stuck on a ship and like
No,
this
no.
person was dead,
You're
and
at
I-
home, and you just
then you're gonna make me sound like a psychopath.
Am I cooking it or am I eating it raw? What am I doing?
No, you're cooking it.
I'm cooking it.
Like I'm gonna
like you're
prepare
gonna-
this.
like
Like
a
I'm doing
steak.
some Hannibal Lecter type shit. Okay.
Okay, don't get super
Okay,
fancy.
for
Fuck.
real, for real. Okay, so like some.
I'd probably either go for a pec
Mhm.
muscle.
Yeah, that could be a good like a
muscle,
breast.
No,
No, it's like a
tough
breast.
stuff. Well,
That would be a breast.
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Well, as soon as you said pec muscle,
Well,
was thinking
I mean, I
muscle.
guess your breast will be there.
You know what I go for? I think is probably like shoulder blade area. Maybe
I was
the
just
back.
about to say
Maybe
like
the
a fucking
back.
like a even like your body like
You know what I mean? Like a good rib. Good
ribs.
rib
Yeah,
too.
ribs
You know what I
would
mean?
probably be.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always forget
Fuck, I
there's
could-
meat on those.
Fuck, I could eat a person. I fucking.
Well, apparently, like the fucking cannibals say that it tastes better than hamburger, man. Like better than beef.
Man, don't tempt me.
Didn't they some of them like compared it to veal?
Like
Fuck,
expensive
that's so
ass
good.
meat.
Shut
What's
up.
veal,
Don't say
like,
that.
veal
Don't
is
say
like a
that. Oh,
baby
it's so
lamb.
fucking
Baby
good.
lamb, that's what it is.
Don't say that. No, it's baby cow,
Baby cow, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and it's so tasty. It's like so tender and juicy.
I just hate that it's when
You
it's
good over there?
prepared, it's like very raw.
Yeah, but
You know,
like
I
that-
don't mind eating a steak like that, but like when it's like there's no color in it at all, all just red. I'm like,
Yeah, it's-
brother, put that back on there for a couple seconds at least. Because I tried a blue steak before,
No, that-
and hey, 2 minutes on each side.
That's disgusting.
A what
That's
steak?
fucking
Blue.
disgusting.
What do you mean blue?
Just enough to
It's
cook the
called
bacteria.
it's called blue rare.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did it at home. I turned up the burner to max.
Yeah.
Seared it for
minutes.
2 minutes on each side. Took it off. It is creamy.
Fuck boys, you gotta go jungle gyms. Like if you go jungle gyms, you always gotta ask for one below what you want. It's annoying as fuck. Every time I go there, Chelsea will ask for a medium rare. Come get that shit. It's like medium well, and it's like you motherfucker.
Like, where's the pink in that?
Yeah, literally. There's like a little tiny bit.
How do you
Tiny.
so how do you prefer your steak?
I was just gonna
Yeah.
ask you. Medium rare is pink, right?
That's like a lot of pink.
A lot of pink, and medium well is a little bit.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my autism.
Probably medium well.
That's what I go for, a medium.
Probably.
Medium rare, boys. Fucking delicious. I've been converted. I used to love well done, but now it's just
I was-
tough.
I was
It's
well
tough.
done.
Who the fuck eats a well?
It's
That's a
tough,
waste.
like fucking leather.
well done is a
man.
waste of money on a steak.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
Oh,
if you're
well
cooking-
done, and
if
a
you're cooking
ketchup?
that thing till
He just said that ketchup. He just said ketchup.
if you're cooking a steak till it's
I'm gonna
white,
get up
what
and
the
walk
fuck
out
is
right
wrong
now.
with you?
I'm getting up and walking
My
out right now.
my mic's stuck. There you go.
But no, it has to have. I have to have it so when I cut it, there's blood literally pouring out
Little
of the
bit-
steak.
not
when I'm
pouring,
cutting.
I
Not
don't know.
pouring, but like coming out of it.
I'm gonna say you're not getting that from a medium. It's not pouring out.
So
A
what's
little bit,
so
yeah,
what do you
for sure.
prefer in that? Is it the texture? That's
Yeah,
why,
it's just
or is
better-
it
It's
flavor?
juicier. There's like more flute, like
Like
juice in
softer
it.
and-
I don't love the flavor, but yeah, the juiciness and
like I
easy to
find
chew
the
is much
the
better.
grease and the blood holds the spices that you use in it better.
Yeah, I kind of feel that.
Yeah.
But
You,
like,
you
yeah,
guys ever have an
medium rare.
issue where you pre-season it before you cook it and it sticks to the fucking pan, all your seasoning?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, that's why I wait to use my dry ones personally.
Oh, okay.
I don't just do it off rip a lot of time.
Like, you
or
do it
I'll
after you
season it
cook?
lightly, like it's like salt and pepper.
Oh,
But then
okay.
I'll just put it on the pan for a little bit, and then I'll put them on.
That's the better option. I always season before it
Do
and
one side.
motherfucking lose
No, I
every
put it on
time.
there and make sure I flip it on both sides first, and then I'll
Put a
put the
little stuff
seasoning
on
on one
yeah.
side, let it cook into it,
Okay.
and then when I flip it over to go put it on the other side, by the time it's done, it
I've been losing all my
Excuse me,
fucking
Ma.
seasoning this whole time.
Excusez-moi.
Do you guys really love steak?
yeah.
Yes.
What's
I think it's overrated.
What?
Yeah.
What's one cut?
What do you like more than steak? Then if you're gonna say it's overrated,
This motherfucker's gonna say pork chops.
I know he's about to say completely different animal, not even beef. Give me a different cut that's better than a steak. What kind of steak are we talking about anyway, though?
That's
That's
what I was
that's
about
a
to
good
say.
fucking
That's-
question.
because
I don't know.
steak-
Sirloin, strip
Because
loin.
if you're talking about a $5-10 steak, then yeah, you're gonna think it's overrated. But if you're talking about like a $60 to $100 steak,
Hey, listen,
there's a big quality difference.
let's chip
there.
in. We'll get some A5 Wagyu, fucking like $500 steak.
You can order them
shit.
in at
do it.
Costco.
We'll cut 'em in
for
pieces.
Triple, It's AAA cut, and it's like $4.60 for 3 of them.
Look, there you go. How much?
But
is
it's
that each?
Australian. It's not Japanese.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's
Australians
not as
Australians
good,
like the
but-
second.
Yeah.
Probably,
It's
yeah.
below,
Output
but
of
like,
it.
you know what I mean. If you go Japanese A5 Wagyu, you're paying probably thousands of
Yeah, oh,
dollars.
yeah.
Didn't that shit melt in your hand?
It's so
No, not-
high in fat.
It doesn't melt in your hand, but you have to cook it like a certain way. You cannot do fucking pan fry.
You have
Right.
to
That
sear
shit.
it.
Yeah. You have to do like
Like,
to
you have
sear
to
it
have your
and put it in the
fucking
oven, cook it for a little
pan.
bit, and like
Like if you're going to cook it on a frying pan, you have to have like your garlic and your butter.
And have it
And
cook
your
on
s-
low or
and-
something
and,
because
like-
it burns quickly.
Yeah,
Cooks really
because of the fat content. You just don't want to waste a lot of it. So
Mm.
yeah,
and then you flip it over. Like that's a steak you'd eat like medium.
Baste it with butter.
you need skill to actually fucking cook one of those. You can't just
Just watch
or
a
you're just gonna
video.
waste money.
I'd
Just
watch a
watch a
video.
video. No.
Yeah, just follow
Taste
along.
skill.
Just follow
Takes
along.
skill.
No, I fuck up my steak often. I fuck it up.
Yeah, see, I don't.
So, steak's your favorite type of meat.
No, I wouldn't say
it's my
favorite type.
because I would.
What's your
I
favorite?
would take ribs over steak.
Ribs.
Yeah,
I'd probably take like a pork
Ribs
or
are
not
pretty
pork roast, but like a beef roast, like a roast, pretty much. Anything where it's like a good amount,
Roast beef.
I can eat. I fucking
Oh, what's the meat where it's like you put on
Pulled
sandwich?
pork.
Pulled pork.
oh, that's good as fuck.
Oh,
you don't like
fuck.
pulled pork?
Oh,
You need
that's overrated.
no, it's not. You
I
need the
love
right
it.
seasoning.
Oh.
No, I've
Dude,
tried
yes.
so many different pulled porks, and
That
not
gotta be my
once
favorite.
have I ever
Man, you
tried
just don't
one
like
where
pork.
where I'm like, oh my god, that's so good.
You just don't like pork. You're Muslim. That's all it is, man.
No, I like ham. I like pork chops.
ham. Love
I
ham.
like
do, you,
bacon.
do you prefer turkey or ham?
Ham.
Fuck
Turkey's
yes.
fucking gay.
It's dry.
No,
Turkey
oh, I
shit.
thought you were talking about bacon.
No, I
No, no,
said
turkey
ham
this
or
shit.
weirdo
turkey.
eats turkey bacon.
It's not bad.
That's
Good.
You've never had it?
Yeah, I have. It's
It's-
disgusting.
It's not
good as
bad.
hell.
It's not
No, when
bad.
you get a
It's a
real,
really good
when you
flavor.
put real maple bacon there next to a piece of
Well, that's
turkey
fair.
bacon,
Okay, you can't
which one
compare.
are you
You
picking?
just
You can't
went
compare that.
fancy and went maple bacon.
You can't compare that.
That's literally the bacon
normal
you
bacon.
buy.
No, there's normal bacon where there's
Because
no maple flavor.
Who buys that?
I think the turkey
Compare
bacon.
1 to 1.
Who
It-
buys normal bacon with no seasoning
Sorry.
No,
or sauce on
turkey
it?
bacon's like healthier for you technically.
It's really good. I like it.
But yeah, I don't think you really can compare. I don't think so.
But yeah, of
You
course,
can't
bacon's
compare normal
bacon.
bacon to turkey bacon.
You can, but like it's not meant for the same thing. I think it's like turkey bacon's made for like health concern, like literally people
That's
that
disgusting.
that don't want as
It's-
much grease and shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're
um,
trying to be healthy, yeah, you're going to eat turkey bacon. But like when it comes to flavor, normal bacon's all the
Well,
way.
obviously, but to say that turkey bacon is not good, I like the flavor.
I don't like the taste of turkey bacon. The texture of
it's
it's like
bad.
rubbery,
I can see it.
Depends how you
I don't
cook
think
and I
it.
it's
don't
not
like
bad.
how it looks.
Oh yeah, the look is off. I get it.
Just a square piece of
Yeah.
fucking meat that doesn't even crinkle when you cook it.
I know it just it browns, but then it gets really hard like a chip.
Yeah, it doesn't like go like that. How bacon does. It doesn't.
like
No,
that.
it doesn't shrink. Yeah, I think it's because of the fat content in bacon versus turkey bacon.
Yeah, there's not much. The turkey's very lean. Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
don't mind me and my fucking AIDS.
What?
Jesus, Tyler.
Did you hear that in my lungs? Holy.
What, the phlegm?
Yeah, that was fucking delicious. Tastes so good.
Every time I cough or like sneeze, it just tastes like pure resin, like weed
Love
resin,
it. Love it.
Oh man, the smell of that is so gross.
or actually Yeti resin.
So what's the difference? Smell like tobacco?
It,
you
it
think
has a
tobacco?
mixture of like tobacco in it.
Did you guys hear about TikTok? There we go. I got a list of news topics.
Oh,
No, I
he was
didn't.
prepared.
Yeah, I just looked up a couple things before. So, TikTok, the Canadian government said they have to close their like operations within Canada. So like their businesses that employ Canadian citizens and shit closed. But you can still use TikTok in Canada for right now.
Well, it's okay for like consumers of the entertainment, but like that's fucked. Why? So why did they have to do that?
Concerns from like Canadian like CSIS, like the Canadian Security Intelligence Services,
Oh,
or
okay.
like our CIA basically.
I'm scared of
So
China.
their company, their parent company ByteDance that owns them is within Chinese jurisdiction. So by like Chinese consumer laws, I'm pretty sure they can tell the business to give them all the information TikTok collects.
Right,
and they
that's
can-
what the U.S. was worried about as well.
Yeah.
that makes sense. I guess.
So
Fuck, I love TikTok, man.
Me too. I re-downloaded it, and it's just, that's
See, I watch
On all the
TikTok
time.
like when I'm like TikTok just gives me like little happy clips. Like it's not like fucked up videos and shit.
They're really good on their algorithm.
Yeah, but like when I'm on Facebook, bro, like I'm seeing people getting hit by cars and like fucking arms and legs.
The algorithm on Facebook and stuff is tailored to you as well. Not so. I mean,
and we've seen like it's
Really?
actually it's been proven that these algorithms are also like damaging.
Instagram, Facebook.
See, I don't use Instagram.
I'm just as an example.
So like when I'm watching on videos on Facebook,
if you like it, you share
I
it.
don't even like
or you
videos like
share
that. I never
it.
click like a.
No,
or
but
I
it's
do
still
send them to
measures
people.
Yeah, but it also still measures how long you're with it on the video.
So if I rewatch it
and how many
to show
times you've
somebody,
rewatched
Yeah.
it, and like
it's like okay,
It's
you
like
know when
do
you
like
like
this
swipe,
one.
you know you like swipe down to reset the video, and then you go back up to it and stuff like that. Like that counts all that shit. Like they track everything, man.
Yeah, so no wonder your algorithm sees fucking people getting in car crashes.
and then on TikTok I get animal videos.
I don't really use Instagram. I think
I don't
for that
see the
reason.
point in it. Fuck, it's just pictures.
I don't like. There's videos,
Yeah.
but I just don't
But
like.
I can get all those same videos on Facebook.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess it's the argument of like what
Yeah.
platform do you like better? Because you could
Because
do
when
you could say the same thing with like Twitter and
Yeah,
stuff too as well.
Because when
so.
I go click on comments, like I love reading comments on videos.
oh yeah,
Sometimes it says view on Instagram, so I'm like, oh, that must be just like a straight up Instagram video.
yeah. I think you
Yeah.
could share it like Reels or something from Instagram. You could share it to
But,
Facebook. I assume.
Because it's all like meta, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
TikTok stuff. They have to sell like ByteDance has to sell the like TikTok, or they get banned pretty much because they have too much influence by the Chinese government.
Yeah, that's what the U.S.
That's-
wanted.
That's what the U.S. wants from them.
So do you
or still, I
do you
guess,
guys
but-
think everybody's just a little bit too paranoid, or do you think China's actually taking the time to go through the data like that?
I think they're actually. I think China is trying to destabilize us. So we've seen majority of like they say it's coming from China, like the fentanyl and stuff like that. That's them trying to like destabilize North America.
Internally.
Yeah, like that's what a lot of like
Weak,
foreign
right?
governments
They're
try
trying
to
to
do.
fucking weaken us before they attack us.
And you know where else? Like you know where the illicit drugs come from more so than anything now is Russia. So like you know
like coke and all that
cocaine and
stuff.
like fucking heroin and
Heroin.
that stuff comes from
And
Russia.
their friends.
Really?
Yeah,
China
because
and
it makes
Russia.
sense because of their proximity to like
China.
China, where heroin is like big. The Middle
Oh,
East, where
okay.
heroin.
So, like countries down
opiates
south
is
must
big.
be hating these motherfuckers.
well,
like
it's not even
Russia.
just that. It's
like the cartels in like Colombia and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that deal with huge amounts of cocaine and
Yeah.
drugs. They must hate these guys.
well, there's just
Probably.
there's so many people that consume drugs in like North America and Europe that they're just making money hand over fist. Even
So
in
they
South
don't even
America,
really notice the difference.
they don't really. I don't think they really give a shit. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. Like it'd be like they're stepping in on their fucking territory
Territory.
and shit. But
But it's not like the '80s anymore. Like they're not just out there. Oh, I don't know. Cartel still goes out and fucks.
oh
people
yeah,
up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cartels now in South America moved on to bigger problems. Now they're fucking like in control of the governments. and
Like they're
stuff. They're
political
not-
leaders and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. That country is so beautiful. It'd be awesome to visit, but I'd be so afraid the whole time.
So, and this one is actually
So, like in
In China, you said?
no, and like down south, like in South America.
No, that scares the shit out
I
of
hate
me.
that.
Not
place.
so
I'm
much
not gonna
like
go there.
I'd be so scared to go to Mexico, bro. Like
Absolutely.
I'd be scared to get into a roadblock that is ran by the cartel, and I have to give them
Oh, yeah.
everything I have on me,
Yeah.
and that's still not enough.
Yeah, like you don't know if you do something wrong, you're just dead.
Yeah, see, and they're such beautiful countries, though.
Absolutely.
Like the
It's-
culture is beautiful there, and like the foods and everything. But
and that's what I told. That's what I told Chelsea. Is I was like, listen, in another life, it was like I didn't even meet you, and I'm now I'm a freedom fighter in South America, fighting for like Argentina or not Argentina, but fighting for some fucking South American country, like
Yeah,
you know,
you didn't go
in the
to-
middle of a revolution, bro. That's what I'm saying. That you know, you can do that actually. We could just one day say, "Fuck it, boys. We're just gonna go South America and join a revolution.
You could.
Just drop everything and just go to South
and they would
America."
just give you a gun and say,
They'd be like,
"Thanks for helping the cause."
Join white man, yeah. They call us
Probably.
gringo. There
Say,
you
hey,
go.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm not white. I'm native.
So you guys think like so like you remember like how Pablo Escobar ran that whole shit down there? You think it's still like that there?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably
Worse now.
I don't even know if it's worse. I think maybe
Do you think the corruption is worse now? Like for like police and
I would s-
government officials.
I would say yes, but it just depends on the country.
Mhm.
Because like some countries are worse than others, of course. But yeah, definitely it's on the same level or worse.
Let's say Colombia.
it's not
let's
getting
say,
any-
because that's usually like where all the big fucking coke coming.
Well, it's not getting any better. It's definitely like
Yeah, yeah.
kidnapping and things like that are now a huge concern, as opposed to the 80s when it was like drugs coming out of there. Now it's kidnapping tourists is a big thing. It's a lot of
Yeah, I
places.
don't know.
See, and that makes you just not even want to go there. Like, fuck that.
I know, and it's not. I don't know if that's silly of us to be that paranoid, or is it?
Like, we wouldn't
smart?
leave the resorts. You know what I mean? We
No.
stay at the resort.
I don't think it's silly of us to be paranoid.
Not
I
like
don't
that.
think so.
But
I think
about
it's
something like that.
we're being logical.
I
for
think it's the
our
same
lives?
thing. I think it's the same thing with like Europe. I'm not gonna go to like Ukraine or something like that right now.
Oh,
Well,
I think just because of the danger.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Say
Same
if there
thing
was
in
no
South
war
America.
going on, would you go over there and check it out? Like, I'd love to go
Yeah,
to Germany,
sure.
man. I think Germany would be so
Like,
cool.
'cause
to
I'm
check
not
I
out.
gonna-
mean, Germany's fine
'cause I'm not gonna go
There's-
fuck
it's not-
around and-
not a
Yeah, but you
war.
never know what can pop off and like while you're there.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? Like, for all I know, I'm there, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy fuck, are those jets?
But I mean, you really could
Maybe.
say really say the same thing about anywhere, really,
Yeah,
even
no,
here.
of course.
You know what I mean? But it just all depends on
No,
being in the right place at the right time, pretty much,
Yeah.
or wrong place at the wrong time, technically.
So speaking of when you mentioned like China's trying to weaken us from TikTok and stuff, that is the theory that the US was worried about, where I guess the content on TikTok for like the US version, they're pushing all these trending topics like dances and just
Really
videos
dumb-
dumb videos. But apparently China's TikTok is like education, and they're educating the kids
Yeah.
and stuff, and like making them smarter.
They push the
So
the
they're
brain
trying to
rot.
dumb our society
Yeah,
down.
they push the brain rot stuff over here just to like make
So
us
they're
more
really
stupid.
doing like that's psychological warfare.
that's
All that
the
shit
theory,
you see
yeah.
in movies and the made up shit, like it's got to come from somewhere. It's society's
I
really
always
done
think
it.
that too, man. I was like,
Society's
man, these
really
guys
done it.
get this idea from something. Like,
Life is
Right.
stranger than fiction. It's true when they say that.
but yeah, so the brain rot thing. So they really think that eventually they'll just get us all either hooked on drugs, dumb enough where if they attack, we're no chance against them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's now their
You know
tactic.
what? That's fucking smart, man.
And also, like, you know what's a scary thing
Makes
is like
sense.
bricks. Bricks is a scary thing. If you guys know what that is, it's
Nope.
it's like the international fucking the international alliance of what is it? Russia, China,
so like all the bad guys,
Brazil. Like, yeah, it's a lot of fucking people.
like people that ain't like obviously that aren't in NATO.
Yeah.
So bad guys.
They're basically making like a fucking evil NATO, basically, like an Axis NATO.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
if
It's kind
it was a video game, sure, it'd be
It's
cool.
kind of.
What the fuck is this
See,
guy's
the thing is,
problem?
like, the issue is, I feel like over here we just have such a Western view. It's like even the most popular shit over here gets what hundreds of millions of views in like a few days or something or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Use an arbitrary number like that. Over in China, dude, that's getting like 1 billion. You know what I mean? Think they have 1.3 billion people over here. We don't even,
Not even close.
you know what I mean? Especially in Canada.
With Canada and the US, we're probably just hitting over 500 million.
No, not even like 400. Because the U.S. has like 350, and then we have like 40 some or so.
Just about 40, I believe,
Yeah.
like 39 or 38. Yeah, so, I mean,
Did you know? Actually, I heard a news story. This is crazy transition, but a lot of Canadian youth now are apparently Holocaust deniers. They don't think it happened.
see, that's
Zack
the-
said, "I don't think it happened."
that's why
You're an idiot.
that's why they assume like a red wave's gonna happen, and like Pierre's like a mini version of Donald, where all these, because usually they put two and two together. Like if you're like a Holocaust denier, you're gonna support Trump. You know what I mean? And because
Yeah.
they assume like right wing, and so
What, Donald Trump don't think the Holocaust happened?
no,
he
but
does.
like generally those people that support
They're not
him
going
are
to vote
dumb.
left.
Man, how can people think that it didn't happen?
People do, yeah.
I don't
It's crazy.
understand. They just
Like,
so
what?
I assume they spend their time like too much time online, and they hear one batshit crazy person's theory, and they start spreading it. They start believing it.
The only issue with the Holocaust is like the amount. I think, is like how many people actually did die. Like they don't really know is the issue. So, but
I've never looked
but
at
some
I
of the
thought it was
numbers
just- they thought it was always roughly 8 million.
but the numbers get like thrown around, and some people have said like way higher than that, like 12 million or 15 million.
Nazi Germany committed mass murder on an unprecedented scale. The Nazis and their allies and collaborators killed 6 million Jewish people. This systematic, state-sponsored genocide is now known as the Holocaust. The Nazis and their allies and collaborators also committed other mass atrocities. They persecuted and killed millions of non-Jewish people during World War II.
I wouldn't.
So,
put it
like, are they
past-
considering, like, prisoners of war a part of the Holocaust, or is it just Jewish people?
No, I think this is like
Just Jews?
I think so.
Wait, is that offensive to say that like that?
No, the Jews.
No, you can say that.
Bro, I had a fucking Jewish girl the other day at work. She was like, she's literally from Israel, and she was like talking about how gold's a good investment and stuff like that because we were talking about it. And then she was like, you know what they say about Jewish people? And I was like, you can't say that. You're not supposed to say that about Jewish. I know you're Jewish, but you're not supposed to say that. She's like, I'm Jewish. I'm allowed to.
Well, if
That
anyone's allowed
don't-
to,
saying-
that don't
She's trying to
work.
say we're
hey, if
greedy.
anyone's allowed to,
She's trying to say we're greedy.
So do you think a black person's allowed to say the N-word?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you
Why
mean?
is that okay? That's not okay.
Black person say the N word just as much as I can. That's what I think.
so not at all.
No. A black man can say the N word. What do you
No,
mean?
I know, but you know how it's weird that we have those. I don't know the word for it.
I think,
like acceptance for certain things, but it like depends on who you are.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's also it depends on like if it was.
Like I'm
used
not
against-
saying it's okay for a white
No,
person
I know,
to
I
say
know.
the
I know.
N-word, but like
yeah.
if it was
it's not
used
okay for
against
anybody
your
to use that word.
like if
Yeah.
it was used against your people, I think is like the idea.
Yeah, so why would you want to keep using that if it was a derogatory
I think they
term
try and
against your
maybe they
race?
tried to like take the term
and make it
switch,
something else.
yeah, and reclaim that kind of racist term. Sort of. I think that's where it was born out of.
But like,
that's-
man, there's definitely still people down south that like probably call them that.
Oh yeah, they do 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so, like they're not really
And they
getting anywheres with trying to change the term.
and they always will.
don't know.
Is the thing. It's like you're never gonna stop people from saying it. It's like this, but you can't censor them.
right.
Is when it becomes an issue because then it's like, why are you stopping them from saying it? Like, why is it so bad? That's what gets people more interested than anything. Like let's say Alex Jones and stuff when they were deplatforming that guy. I think that drew more attention to him than anything. Because it's like, why won't you let this guy speak? Like,
Yeah,
what is
did
he saying?
say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So I think it's the same thing
Yeah.
with racist stuff.
Didn't he say something fucked up?
Oh, he
Yeah.
always has.
Oh no, I know, but like
There's
what-
one specific is the Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
School
Oh
shooting.
yeah,
He finally
yeah.
he admitted that a while ago.
Yeah,
though,
he got
thankfully.
yeah, he got
Didn't
shit.
he go to like court and everything?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
he got
he owes $1
sued.
billion, literally $1 billion. He's never gonna be able to pay
to
that.
the families.
Yes, $1 billion.
Yeah,
They
he
hit him
got-
with the most ridiculous fucking
Yeah.
charge of all time. That's the
Didn't
dumbest shit ever.
he say it was like rehearsed
He
or
said
something?
it was fake.
Yeah,
they
so-
were actors.
Your face when he said
He
that.
said it was
He
fake.
said it was fake.
Well, can you believe that? Who says that these fucking kids that got killed, it was fake?
Oh,
bro?
bro,
and,
that's
and
horrible.
The parents were
We're actors. Like, what the fuck, man?
crisis actors. I
Yeah,
think that's
like-
what they're called. Yeah.
And,
like-
yeah, he can go rot in hell. No
Yeah,
wonder he's
like,
sued with
fuck-
$1 billion.
Which that was like
fuck
one of his
that.
big fuck ups. Like there were
Ruined his
other fuck
career,
ups.
basically.
His
That one
his
specifically.
delivery is the issue. His delivery, because the things he's reporting on, he's reporting on are actually like pretty good. Like
Some of them are legit.
when he's screaming about the frogs being gay, well, it's like obviously not the frogs are being gay, but like there's actual hormone changes in the frogs where they're becoming hermaphroditic,
Right.
so they have both fucking male and female parts
Yeah. Like
because of like companies dumping chemicals in the water and shit. So like it's just his delivery. He just acts like a psychopath.
Man, you know what? A
For
couple
entertainment,
years
I think.
ago, me and Jesse were our buddy Jesse he said there was this thing happening up in northern New Brunswick where people were getting this like brain
Oh yeah.
disease.
Yeah.
And apparently it was from like Irving dumping shit in the fucking water.
I mean,
but like they're just saying it's
could be. I don't know.
they're saying it's a form that's already known. Like it's a disease that like
It's already known, but
yeah, but like
I thought it was like an unknown
I-
one.
yeah.
I looked
whatever.
into it, and they had no from what I saw, they had no real determination of where it came from. But yeah, that it was an unknown cause, and they don't know why all these people are
Something in the water.
Look,
Fucking flies,
they're all
man.
attracted to you. They're
Like,
on your hat.
You
on
know
the
what?
Screen.
There's something
about you.
Something's attached to me.
What does that mean?
Demon.
Like, because that's why the flies are attracted to you.
Like off of Amityville Horror, you know what I mean? And I get out.
Oh my. Oh my god. But yeah, I think what was the case number for that?
Poopy butthole. I don't know actually.
But I don't think they got any better, right? Like it was like if you have it, you're fucked.
Yeah, I think so.
It was like something to do with your brain. Yeah, it got big news. People were like, "Yo,
Calling all cars."
I was like, "Holy shit!" New Brunswick has a big news story like this. It turns out it's a shit fucking news story because it's terrible what's happening to these people. But
yeah,
both the number of undiagnosable patients, their ages were unprecedented at national and provincial levels. They call it the New Brunswick neurological syndrome of unknown etiology.
Yeah, they have no clue where it came from or anything like that.
And there was some shit going on with that where it's like some researchers, something happened, they didn't get proper research or didn't care about it or something. It's like, how are you just not going to care about it?
By the end of April 2021, 48 people had it.
I was going to say like 50 or something. Damn.
It's like, it's 2024 now. I wonder what that number's at now. There hasn't been all those things I just looked at were like 2021. There hasn't been nothing about it.
See, I think that's what happened. Something to do with research. Nobody was researching it anymore.
Well, yeah, the dude. Yeah, there's something going on with it because like the top research dude for it. I think he got like shut down or something like that. Like, he wasn't allowed
because
to.
he's probably going to find out that they're fucking dumping something in the water or in the ground somewhere.
It's the same thing with like the Vancouver lab Wuhan shit. That's pretty crazy.
Vancouver.
Yeah, there was like scientists working over here that didn't have security clearance, and they ordered like all this shit, basically to the Wuhan labs to like do this research on like a live Ebola transfer and stuff like that. That wasn't authorized, and there was a lot of weird stuff with it. A lot of weird stuff.
That sounds.
They're trying to hit us with biological warfare too.
Yeah. Did you see that thing? Where was it? There was like blobs of stuff falling out of the sky, and they tested it, and it was like human DNA and human something. So they
No, I can't say I heard of human blobs falling from the sky, bro.
And when someone went to go research it or something, all the research evidence or something didn't make it to where it needed to go, and they're basically like, shut up. Don't say anything. Don't ask it. Like, don't ask your higher ups about it or anything. And then shit went missing. So they think it was like a biological test weapon to see if they could get, because a lot of people got sick after contact with this
unknown
substance, and then all the stuff that was going on.
Well, there's definitely like biological warfare stuff that the governments have just in case somebody else tries to do it, right?
I think so.
Even though they sign like the thing saying, we're against using biological warfare.
We were just talking about this, the war crimes,
Yeah.
biological, like, and like mustard gas and stuff from World War I.
But like you're telling me if the US thinks that they have something biologically made for warfare, that they're not going to have something to counteract it just in case.
Yeah, I mean they're all working on it secretly. Why wouldn't they be? Do you know?
Yeah, we're only shown like probably like 0.1% of what actually goes on there, like in places. You know what I mean?
Speaking of blobs of DNA and stuff, have you seen the Blob from 1988?
I've seen it.
Did you see me text you guys about it?
Yeah.
I see text. I just can't remember if I've watched it or not.
So that was the first time I watched it the other night, and it's fantastic. I was surprised.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. It was a long time ago, though. I'm pretty sure.
It's actually written pretty well. The actual visual effects fucking kick ass. Like the Blob spoilers for like
The movie's from 1988.
That's what I said.
No spoilers.
Ancient, yeah.
I know. I was just gonna say for like almost 40 years old. But the Blob eating people, the visual effects in the movie, like if you watch it, is so fucking good. It's like almost on par with The Thing. Pretty much here and there. Like, yeah, dude, it's really good in film. Like when you watch it happen, you're like, holy fuck.
What'd you watch
so,
it
on? Where did I watch it? I think I rented it.
Oh, come on.
I didn't know where to find it for free, and I asked my brother to download it.
You have to cut that out that I just said that because that'll get that all.
What was it?
As I said, the name of the website that I used to watch.
Which one?
Movies, 1, 2, 3 movies.
It used Putlocker.
I use that one too.
That's fine.
One Soap Today was a good one.
Soap Today, Yes Movies.
That got shut down.
Yes Movies, pretty good.
Yiffy.
Yiffy is where we downloaded it.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
But yeah, watched it and whatever. But yeah, it's really well done. It's you know who Kevin Dillon is?
I feel like the name's familiar.
Matt Dillon's brother. He's in Entourage.
No.
Well, he's in.
Can't say I ever watched Entourage.
Honestly, can't say.
It's pretty. I thought maybe you would have seen.
No, I've heard it's good, but it's not.
I've heard it's really bad too, though.
What? Really?
I've heard it was super popular when it was on.
Oh no, no doubt about that.
I thought it depends on the person.
Yeah, but I remember seeing him in there, but his character, he plays it really well. Like I'm surprised at how well it was written. I thought it was like some, typical 80s schlop of like a random horror movie that's like kind of bad. The CG is it's not great, but the vision, like the actual effects when like physical effects is well done.
There's now in today's age, me personally, I don't think there is a bad 80s horror movie. The shittiness of them makes them good.
Like they're so bad that
they're so good, bad that they're good.
Like the cult, like the
I
cult
mean, to
following.
a degree, sure.
Yeah,
I think.
But like that also, it just depends because like I don't like those kind of like B movies. Like I hate that shit. Like I never liked any of those. I just was not a fan. I don't know.
I understand.
So you like good quality movies?
Yeah, has to be.
I understand. I can watch, but that being said, I can watch something like a random campy 80s slasher, say, and find probably some enjoyment.
So would like Friday the 13th be a B movie?
No, because that's like one of the main.
I think
so. Like more
yes.
like something that's like
fucking
in between, like, you know what I mean?
Revenge of the Nerds type shit. Like
Return of the Night of the Living Dead style stuff for the brains.
Yes and no.
Brains.
Yeah, yes and no.
Just all depends, I guess. Yeah.
Because like some of it is just really shittily made.
Evil Dead.
No, that's good.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call those.
I don't like the old Evil Deads, man.
I would call the first one a B movie.
Fucking follow.
I would call the first one a B movie, and you can just see it when it's being made, but it still had passion behind it.
Yeah,
there's other ones where they just made movies because, like in thriller and those horror movies, you used to be able to just show titties, and that's what a lot of the old ones were about.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Flick
just
him.
Gratuitous nudity scenes.
Yeah, because Evil Dead had Raimi. He had his spice, his sauce. He had his style.
He was pretty good with it.
Oh, yeah. And then they obviously remade it into Evil Dead 2. It was basically a remake when they actually had money.
Yeah.
Because they funded...
They fucking made
They funded the first one for like nothing.
Yeah, it was super cheap.
Then that got them the funding to be able to like basically remake that movie. And then that one,
See, and that's probably why I always found it like, what the fuck is going on here?
I just like number 2. I thought that one was really
2 is
good.
fantastic. I never seen... So I saw the first 2, but I've never seen the third.
Or like Leprechaun.
Army of...
I hate that. I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
it's boring. It's stupid as fuck. It's so annoying. I
think when I do watch it, it's just because like it's just one like a
so fucking cheesy
cult classic. You know what I mean? It's just a cheesy.
Fair, like the first one,
movie.
sure, whatever.
I don't watch anything but the first one.
Yeah,
I don't think
but
I've
the ones
only
after
seen-
that.
The first one.
And even in like Friday the 13th, there's some shitty ass movies.
Oh, the ones where the girl has like the fucking like telekinesis.
Like even
powers.
Jason, like I like the movie, but I understand why people don't like Jason X and stuff like that because it's fucking
good one, bro.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't like it.
No,
'cause-
I
you know what
understand.
Because if you think about it, it is kind of.
It is.
Yeah,
Stupid,
it's really
this
fucking
story.
stupid.
Yeah.
My favorite one, Jason Takes Manhattan. Friday the 13th,
We
number
talked
7.
about- you
And like
talked
a lot
about
of people
this.
didn't even like Freddy vs. Jason.
That's
I thought that was
insane.
good.
I like that one.
I thought it
That's
was good.
such a good fucking
Yeah.
movie.
I like it a lot.
A lot of
man.
people say that's like
I
from
agree.
where I've read it, say that like that was one of their favorite entries.
It's
for
mine for
Nightmare
sure.
And
I think so for me for
For
sure.
Freddy, yeah.
I've
I
only
wish-
seen all of Nightmare. I've never seen all of
watched
Friday.
all of those ones. I've watched all Nightmare on Elm Streets and Friday the 13th.
I'm just trying to think.
Sometimes you know how
It's a
Halloween's
shitty
a hard
series.
one to get through.
yeah, 'cause
very
they're kind of-
repetitive.
and
Oh,
they're
fuck
boring
yeah.
as fuck.
I can't
man.
say Friday the 13th isn't repetitive, but like
Yeah, but still, a lot
But
more
that's-
people die in that shit.
Yeah,
than
It's
and
more.
fucking-
Is it more gruesome?
it is more gruesome than Halloween.
Halloween's like a thriller. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's one of those ones where you can just watch end to end because, like you said, you're probably gonna fucking fall asleep while you're watching it.
Oh, there's and the third one doesn't even have Michael Myers in it, man.
Right? Yeah,
Oh,
You know why?
Right.
You know
I
why?
can't remember now.
The director was going to make the Halloween an
Yes.
anthology of different stories.
Yes.
Okay,
But the third one bombed so bad, they was like, okay, Michael Myers, bring Michael Myers back.
I heard some people talk about how they like that one now though.
I don't even think I remember I've watched it, but I don't remember it.
what's like a famous B movie? I'm trying to think of.
Wrong Turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure. That
I honestly I liked Wrong Turn
That's
too with
I
fucking
love
Henry Rollins, but that's the only reason I
right.
think I liked it.
I love all those movies.
he's a pretty good actor. Surprised.
He's over the top in Wrong Turn, bro.
Is he? I can't remember.
He's real
'Cause
like
I think I've seen it.
That's his whole character.
no,
though.
but he's like that in real life, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
to a
he's
degree,
pretty.
to
He's
a
pretty.
like
what you
over
call
the-
it?
like not so much over the top, but like very like
Oh yeah,
in your face. Like
yeah. He's a fucking punk
What's-
singer for fucking
what band was
Yeah,
he
I was gonna
with?
say.
Black Flag
Yeah.
for a while, or still is. I don't know.
No,
No, he just tours by himself now, right?
yeah.
Not reading poems, but like he
broke
just
up with
stand
them in
up.
like the
Read
90s,
poems.
early 2000s.
He's up there just reading a poem real
Well, he
heartfelt.
writes stuff for like different news columns for like newspaper stuff.
Yeah, he's more spread out and shit now.
and
than
just
like,
chills. But yeah, he's a cool dude though. I really liked his interview on Rogan.
there you go. Ginger Dead Man. You guys remember that one?
Oh, that one's hard to watch.
That's what I'm
sounds
saying.
familiar.
Cheesy as fuck.
Evil
Like I hate
Bong.
that. I hate it, bro.
Oh
it
yeah,
hurts.
there's
eh?
some of them sound like movies that are in movies.
Yeah,
like-
literally,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking not
I
actual
watched
movies, like
one not
parody
too long
shit.
ago. Killer Sofa.
There you go.
What the fuck? I
Person dies in the couch and his soul gets sucked into the couch, and this
This is what
couch
I'm talking
like
about.
kills people. There's a scene where the girl's outside. She looks up in the window, and that sofa's just in the window looking at her. Like the
That sounds like your humor so bad.
yeah, I watched it just because I seen a TikTok on it, like making fun
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. And
I
you're
was
like, I
like,
gotta check it out.
There's no way.
What did you guys think about Underworld?
I really liked the first
Underworld?
three.
Yeah, me too. Actually, the first three were pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Jenna,
I don't think I've
one
ever
of
seen
her,
them.
Like absolute favorite
Maybe one of
movies is Underworld.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, that was super popular. And
and it doesn't
Did-
help
does
that
that
Kate
count as-
Beckinsale was fucking hot as fuck.
does that
This
count as
guy-
a B?
I would say it was B.
No way.
Yeah, I
that,
would
that
say
was like a
was it
top-
high-
That was
high-
high production.
I think so.
Like the first one though.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was the first one like B, and then the series?
No,
took
Underworld
off?
wasn't actually. Now that I think about it, I think that was pretty high production. Yeah,
I think
he's
so.
right.
Like especially with the CG wolves.
Like they
Or
look
lichen-
really.
Probably.
I think in the
Lycanthropes,
first one
lichens.
they used like people in the suit though.
Yeah, I think so.
When they were
Oh,
like
okay.
moving around. But
What
like,
about the first Saw? What would you guys consider that? You think was that high production?
I think it had a pretty.
I think
don't
it had
know.
a low production because they were literally in the same room the whole movie.
Right.
I don't
pretty
know.
well?
Search up. No, I can search it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you got your computer.
No, I'm just wondering. Like, what do
Hey,
you guys think?
reviews on Underworld, the first one, 100% love the casting. Like
Really?
they think everybody paid the perfect people. But bro, like the first three are really good, but then in the fourth one they like take a character out, but like they don't. They just have it so that they're trying to find him. But when they do find him, it's not even the same person that plays him.
Like, I
in the
think
first 3. And it
I
it was so bad. Like me
That
and Jenna
kinda
tried to
sucks.
have an underworld night, and we got to the 4th one, and I looked, I was like, "What the fuck was that?" It's like compared to the 3rd one, right? When like that's when like the
That one was
big
really good.
Marcus guy comes back and like
It was a
that
huge
they flying
fight and
after him
shit.
with the wings and
Yeah.
stuff on that truck.
How many is there? Only 4?
5.
there's 5, I
Only
think.
5.
Yeah, and that just goes to tell you that the last 2 were junk
Yeah.
because no
No one
really
even
knows.
remembers. Yeah.
Yeah, they fell off. That's sad.
And what about Texas Chainsaw Massacre? What do you guys think about
Which
that
one?
series? Like,
The
like
OG.
obviously the first one everybody talks about, but
You know what, man? The
rest
first
of
one's
them.
annoying as fuck.
now watching it,
The last 45 minutes of that movie is nothing but that girl screaming.
literally, yes.
I just remember the scene where she's freaking out in the back.
And I understand why it creeped people out back in the day because it is weird to watch. Like you
And
gotta
it
think,
is realistic because like that could happen.
you gotta think about it, like you're back in the 70s and like the most hardcore thing you've watched so far is like some fucking black and white horror movie talking about like
Or
a
like the Exorcist
invisible
would have been out
man.
at that time, but like it's not that kind of horror.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know.
And I guess the conditions when they were making that movie were like fucked. Like
Exorcist?
that,
Yeah, it's
no,
a
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh really?
The house they were filming in, it was like 100 degrees in there, bro.
What the fuck?
They had roadkill and stuff in there, and it like the actors would be like sweating profusely and like vomiting, and they're like, just keep filming. They wanted it to have that realistic, grimy feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and it worked. I used to be scared. I don't know if it was the remake. Oh no,
Michael Bay one.
Michael
Yes.
Bay did a remake.
I'm pretty sure.
Was it Michael Bay?
Michael
I don't
Bay?
remember.
The Transformer man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was the
Um,
one with
Well, I remember one as a
2002.
kid. I don't know if I've seen it, but just hearing about the story scared me. I was like, I don't want to go to Texas.
yeah, because it was like Jessica Biel was in it,
Okay.
and like
Who's the director?
Who's the director?
But first, before we get to that, Saw the first Saw had a $1 to $1.2 million budget. So, what point do we consider them B movies? If, like, what budget do we consider them B movies?
Like under $1 million, probably.
Yeah, I'd say right.
Yeah,
And it also
even
just,
$1 million, maybe.
it
but, like,
depends
at
on the
this point,
feel.
it also depends on when it was made too, because like,
Because this was in 2004. 2004,
because
boys.
depending,
20
like,
years ago was the first
Yeah.
Saw. Michael Bay's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's the good one too, man.
Here, I got a good,
Do you
I got a
prefer
good
the remake or
franchise.
the OG?
I got a good
I love the
franchise for you
remakes.
guys.
Well, like I just said, I wasn't a fan of the OG just because that
Right.
last 45 minutes is really hard to watch with the screaming.
All right. What were you saying?
What do you guys think about the invasion of the body snatchers?
I haven't seen it. I
haven't
want to.
What?
watched
You've
that.
never seen that?
No, don't say anything.
You guys gotta
Is it new?
watch it.
It's,
No,
it's with
old as
Donald
fuck.
Sutherland.
Yeah,
right?
like there's a
That one?
70s one that's
Isn't he from St.
really
John?
good.
Yeah. He died
Um,
recently.
There's a
Sad.
90s one that's
Keeper's
okay,
dead.
but like the 70s one is so good. 'Cause,
70s one with Donald.
Because the way they act is like you really can't tell if
Bro.
like that you cannot tell. That's the scariest part about the movie is like half the people that you expect to not be actual like these fucking aliens are aliens because it's scary,
Okay.
dude. It's like the same way of it gives that horror of like The Thing where you don't know if it's a person or the thing. Like you
Yeah.
don't know.
Watch this.
But
Okay.
like it's old school. Cool as
Look,
fuck, man.
Zach, look at this.
Oh, the dot.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's real loud. I record that. Watch this. Okay, this is a scene from the movie. Check this out right here.
I got a movie to talk about after this one.
Okay. So there he is, our boy Donnie. This is the only clip I've ever seen. That's what made me want to watch it real bad.
So some
Excuse me?
so like some of these people are aliens.
Yeah.
So that's mostly all I wanted to show. But yeah, that made me laugh.
John Carpenter's They Live.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
so
so
good.
Have you
Glasses.
seen it?
Yeah, that's when he has to put the glasses
That's
on.
one
to
of my
see them.
favorite movies of all time, easily.
That's the one I brought up with Keith David. He's in it.
Yeah,
I've come here
Yeah,
to chew
see, he's
bubble
pretty
gum
good, right?
and kick
he's not the main
ass.
character though.
No, he's his friend
And I'm
that
all
he helps
out
convince.
of bubble gum.
Yeah, bro. formaldehyde face, that line.
We don't need pessimism. There are no limits.
It figures it would be something like this.
Our nation, our ideal of vision.
Excuse
We don't want
me.
to just survive.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957. You're okay. This one, real fucking ugly. You see, I take these glasses off, she looks like a regular person, doesn't she, huh? Put them back on. Formaldehyde face!
Yeah,
Fucking kills me.
formaldehyde
He's like, look,
face.
she looks normal. Put on the glasses, formaldehyde face.
No, man, Roddy Piper was a good actor,
Dude,
boys.
that's
good.
Man, when my dad first
He's
showed up, I was like,
on
what
my
the
list of
fuck is
top
this
like
movie?
wrestling actors.
It's a good ass movie, man.
Wrestling actors, eh?
I think
John Cena's gonna be number 2
I
behind
was
The
gonna say
Rock.
the first
David's
Marine movie was
Batista's mine.
What?
Number 1. Rock's boo.
Who?
What do you mean?
The Rock's acting ability, like
He's the
ability.
same person in every movie.
Yeah, he's not great.
Just overly strong,
His-
can beat
that being
anybody
said-
up.
Oh yeah, he takes all the same roles. That's
Yeah,
why.
Now he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
That being said, his older stuff, where you actually like tried to vary his acting ability, was pretty
You
decent.
can't tell me
pretty
he
good.
wasn't
he's the
good in
biggest-
the Rundown.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like that's such a good movie.
No,
You
No, I'm
ever
saying
watch
like
that one?
just on like size alone. There's nobody bigger than.
Oh, for like popularity, yeah, fucking right. The
Oh,
Rock.
For like
obviously.
acting ability,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I think you could say Batista because like him.
But
and,
is
him
he
and his
though?
different,
Is he really
him
that
and his
good?
different roles, except for shit where he does like that dumbass cabin. What the fuck was it?
Oh,
that was
okay.
awful.
No.
I think
Knock at
he
the
was
cabin.
he was the best probably part of it though. Even though the movie-
I think
yeah.
it was just really bad. His delivery was just bad.
That's
My
okay.
favorite's Hulk Hogan.
Oh my god, when he's
Hulk
Santa.
Hogan?
Have you seen that? Where he's like a muscle Santa and he has
When he plays, what's his name, Thunderlips and fucking Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh
what it
my
was? Yeah.
god.
Yeah, he's that wrestler.
Um
You know, Vince McMahon
Walking Tall with The
told
Rock.
him if he did that, they were going to fire him. And he's like, "Fuck you, I'm doing it anyways."
That doesn't sound like Hulk though, because he's such a suck up to Vince McMahon.
No, he
Holy
did it,
fuck.
or maybe it wasn't Vince. Maybe it was in the promotion he was in
Maybe.
before he went to WWF.
Oh, that's
but,
probably
like-
why. He is such a kiss ass
question.
to fucking Vince, dude. He
He testified though in court, didn't he?
and that I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he didn't, because he went in there. He's like, "No, he didn't do
Yeah,
that."
he's a piece of shit. Hulk sucks
On the
man.
steroid.
Oh,
thing,
we already
on
know
the
he's.
steroid
Yeah, I was
thing.
gonna say.
Well, still he's because there was that's right. The wrestlers wanted to create
A union.
a union, and he went behind their back and said, "Vince, no, they're trying to do this," and he shut the whole fucking thing down.
Kiss
Like he's
ass.
dude, he's such a piece of shit.
Didn't he get in trouble a couple years ago for saying
Yeah.
the N word?
Yeah, a couple years ago, he's been getting in trouble for like the past 20 saying it.
Yeah.
And then
Fuck that guy.
that shit where he got a lot of money from Gawker though. You know Gawker? It's like
Oh yeah.
the gossip news article, like magazine thing. They leaked his sex tape that I don't know if he recorded or it was
I think he sued them, didn't he?
something. Yeah, he sued them and shut them down, and he got like millions of dollars.
A lot
Yeah.
of money. A lot of money.
Yeah, I mean,
What did Booker T
Hulkster.
say?
he said, who was it? Who was he talking to?
Mean Gene Mean Gene.
No, who? Yeah, but who is he? He says Hulk Hogan. Yeah, He's
Yeah.
like, Hulk Hogan. We coming for.
Yeah.
It's non-stop from this point on in WCW. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
He says it. He says the unforgettable.
What does
I'll
Vince
put
say
the
when he's
clip in,
going
you'll
like
see.
With John Cena, eh?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, and then he walks right by Booker.
What's up, man?
What's up,
And
man?
He's like, he did not
Damn.
just say that.
Yeah, him and his wife.
WWE, hey, man, when you
fuck,
think
man?
about it, man,
That's
WWE
hard.
was a,
He
like,
probably wrote that.
was a
too,
different
Vince.
time.
It was a different time, man. It was
Growing up,
different.
man, like people weren't so like butthurt about things. Like we could take some jokes. We could take some offensive jokes. I think
Yeah.
people are also just more aware of like, hey, that was fucking racist too, though.
That's
You know
what that's
I
what the
mean?
thing is, that I think the tolerance in people nowadays is just higher because they realize it's fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's not necessarily that they can take
But
a joke, but like
were
I
they
get it.
were they trying to be racist or were they just trying to be funny?
I don't know.
You know
Funny,
what I mean?
yeah. I'd say funny. If if everybody was like cool with it happening, like involved in it.
I don't even think anything ever came of that. Like it was just a clip, and like that was it.
Yeah, Vince has other shit to worry
I think
about.
you just have to. I think you
that
just have
guy,
to own it.
That guy's fucking.
I think that's where a lot of people fuck
crazy.
up is they just kind of make they say something like that or make something controversial and then they just like walk it back instantly. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for doing that" and stuff. But like, you just kind of have to own it, man. Like, look at Tony Hinchcliffe when he was making those jokes about like Puerto Ricans and shit like that at the Trump rally.
Did you see that?
He was talking about how Puerto Rico is just basically a giant like trash pile in the ocean.
Garbage Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, it's just a big garbage island." If you don't, but if you don't say it's fucked up, then like, does that automatically mean you believe in like you think that's truthful or like you
He
just
did
think
walk that back immediately though. Kind
No,
of.
I'm just saying like, do you
but
think like does that mean you think it's funny or do you think it's truthful? Because I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of people that heard that joke were like, yeah, he's just joking. He doesn't actually think it's a trash
they're
pile.
probably like, there's no way he actually meant
You
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you see that in the election because do you see it was like 3 or 4 times the amount as 2016 of like Puerto Rican and black voters came out to vote for Trump.
Which is wild.
You know,
Didn't
and there
make
was a
any
lot
sense.
of
I'm saying.
I seen this
Wild.
thing too. There was they were interviewed like a Navy SEAL, like or a Marine,
Yeah.
and he had some like a home business, and his wife had a business too. And since Biden got in, like it all went downhill. So they were literally forced to vote for Trump to hope for a better financial situation because they couldn't afford to have another Biden administration.
I mean,
for another 4 years.
I guess it's if you're. I think at that point you're hoping that if
Like anything's
The
gotta be better
Republic-
than what's in there.
the Republicans will hopefully give me a better economy rather than like the Democrats.
That's the hope. Yeah, that's really what everyone's hoping on.
I did hear that Harris actually did have a better economic plan though, but obviously her other policies people just didn't believe in. So
I just don't think America, like a lot of the states, are ready for a female president, man. And
Trump beat
she's
two-
Latino, right?
I have no clue. She's something.
I can't remember.
She's something. I don't she's some shit, man. I don't
can't
fucking
remember.
know. I think it's
Anyways,
either that
even
or
just
black.
being
One of
like
the two.
just being a female, there's a
I'm
lot of
actually
those
not sure.
southern states that are like probably like fuck that, not having
it's just-
some woman tell me what to do.
It's just the economic pressure.
I know, bro. Like there's
It's just like the economic pressure since like since basically 2020 is just so many people have like gone under and like gone bankrupt in the past 4 years that they just kind of majority of America kind of just said fuck it.
he's
we're
got to be better
voting.
than what's in there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
She got a lot of the 18 to 29-year-old votes.
She gets
so
a lot of the younger
younger
demographic. Yeah.
demographic.
the younger ones are really like a lot of
Trying to get-
Well,
liberal.
also you have to understand that's like the like the normal university age.
By the way, did you see the map of where the blue won versus the red?
Yeah.
And the educated versus uneducated?
Yeah, like California and
Like anytime
Nevada and stuff like that were blue. And then
Any-
like Texas and
Yeah.
like all the southern
Yeah, I saw
states.
it, yeah.
were
so
all
any
fucking-
state that was like blue was more highly educated than the ones that were red.
But like
They
if
had
you
better education.
the thing is though, like if you look at the actual states though, a lot. This is why it's such a bad loss for like liberals. Actually, is because if you look at a lot of the traditionally blue states, like look at California, so much of California voted red. It's the major.
That's the one of the known as like the liberal.
Yeah,
state.
like
That's what I mean.
there-
It's fucking
that's not
crazy.
supposed to be a
So that's why.
battleground.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think once Trump did this, if it goes well, then I don't know. Not by law, he can't do another one. But maybe like the next Republican will get in. But it's gonna swing so hard back. Like in the next 8 years, it's gonna be fucking a blue. Like everyone's gonna take over. It's gonna be crazy. Actually,
You know what I seen? A thing it said
Fucker.
Obama coming out at 2028 when Trump gets rid of the term policy where you can only do 2 terms, and it's like The Rock coming out on stage, and it's supposed to be Obama.
I'm back.
Why is that something that Donald Trump mentioned? Was
I don't
getting
think
rid
he
of
ever
the
mentioned
term?
But
so.
people would assume that Trump would want to get back in or try to.
I almost feel like 2 terms, like if you're good in there, isn't really a lot of time to get things done.
It just all depends because
I don't know.
it just all depends because like back in the day you had fucking like George Washington winning like fucking 4 times in a row type shit. You know, like like Teddy Roosevelt, who when did he get in?
Savage.
Like he got in like the 30s, but he had like
30 times.
No, like he got in the 30s, like
In the
1930s.
30s.
Oh,
Imagine.
you'll say, "Holy fuck!"
No, he got in 4 times in a row though. They liked
See,
him
but
that
if
much.
you're good and the people agree with what you're doing, what's wrong with that? If you're doing good for the country,
Yeah,
and,
then,
like,
then
you
you'll
know-
just let the people decide.
But what
Yeah.
I do love about Donald Trump is the first thing he did right after that. Like, well, one of the first things I should say is did you guys see the Great American State Fair he announced?
No.
That's going to be fucking crazy. He basically announced in like this legendary Iowa State fairgrounds or whatever. He's going to host this big spectacle and it's going to be like, there's going to be a setup for all the 51 states, showing their best like shit, pretty much like their best food, their best, all this stuff. It's
Like-
going to be this massive thing. There's going to be like billions of dollars put towards it. And
he's so like pro-America.
Yeah,
too. I think
that's
where
his
a
thing.
lot of the things where people like vote for him is he's very like, we gotta like get things where we're making them in America again. And
that's what we need to move towards
like
though, in
America
Canada, I think.
first.
That's what I'm saying is I don't like you know, it's good to be the nice guy, don't get me wrong, but like it's costing us so much money spending all this shit on, you know, just saying like Ukraine and Israel and stuff like that from the US perspective of being the good guy, like the world police. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That
Team
costs
America.
so much money.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad thing of being like putting your country first.
Yeah,
No,
there's
being a
nothing wrong
nationalist.
with focusing on yourself for a bit. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, as soon as you say nationalism, people think you're a racist and think you are, you know, especially like white power because North America, you know what I mean?
Would that be what is considered though? Like if
Yes.
you're focusing on your country only?
Because you have to think the Nazi Party was nationalist socialist movement is what it was. So it was about making Germany the best Germany it could be. And
What's wrong with that though? Fuck, you want to be.
there is nothing wrong with that until you start blaming an entire race for all your downfall. That's the issue.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
that was
that's
If
what
you
people-
can just do that and just be like, hey, we're just focusing on ourselves to make ourselves a better place for our people right now.
Did you see the list that I sent you? I think what was on the top, like Switzerland or something,
yeah,
for like the number one freedom for their people. I'm sure it's those countries like that just focus on their.
Their population's probably way lower.
That's also
too,
It's
though.
way lower, yeah.
also Switzerland has focused on that. That's been their thing since they've fucking become a country.
fucking
They have been like neutral in every war since like the fucking
yes.
beginning of time. They're like, we are a neutral party. We don't have any dog in this race
yeah,
because they don't want to expand. They just
They're
I,
happy with what they have.
I think European countries are the best proof of like you can be nationalist but also not racist at the same time because nationalism isn't necessarily like racist.
And like when you talk
know.
about
I
people,
don't-
like when
yeah.
you say, hey, if you go anywhere in Europe, a lot of people say places like that, like Switzerland,
Like we-
Norway, and Finland and stuff like that.
like yeah, in North America we moved away from, especially Canada, we moved away from producing a lot of our goods here and like outsource it to like China and shit like that where it's been cheaper, but now they have a stranglehold, and if they raise the prices, we don't have the capability here, which is fucking stupid. I think that's extremely stupid.
and when you do get shit that's made like in Canada, it's not usually the greatest.
That's what I'm saying.
The quality might be okay, but the pricing they have to up the pricing, so it's a lot more expensive.
But like I'm saying, man,
yeah.
like I was saying about the fucking supply management, that's the issue with a lot of our shit. A lot of our fiscal policy, like our economic policy, is just ass backwards.
So that supply management, is that only just like dairy farmers, or
No,
is it
that's
a
other
lot
shit, too.
Other shit
Yeah.
too.
That makes
It's
sense.
mainly just dairy and stuff because like that's the main focus because of how much money it is. Because you think millions of gallons of milk, bro, that's hundreds of millions of dollars. That's a lot
yeah.
of fucking money.
Just
Even
like-
if it was sold at a lower price, sold at a lower price.
Like we've got a tank of milk in the back. I'm a millionaire.
Dude, you want to know the average fucking the average net worth of like dairy farmers in Canada? $4.5 million.
A year?
Yeah. Or not a year, but like that's their average net worth. Sorry.
Oh,
but
okay.
like
what
everything
they're
they
worth,
own,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
like
Well, what are we?
one
What are we
farm?
doing?
That's what I'm saying.
What are we doing?
I don't know. What do you want to start a farm?
Let's be dairy farmers, boys.
So basically, the fucking 10,000 dairy farmers in Canada are like profiting off of the 40 million of us that are suffering.
But you imagine you start getting big and they're going to have people fucking coming in
You know,
and threatening.
They blame the government, and then the government blames them, and everybody just blames each other. So it's just bad when our economic minister says, "Yeah, I have no formal training in economic policy." That's what's bad.
That is
That's
pretty crazy.
really fucking bad.
That's pretty crazy. Okay, enough about politics. We're running heavy episode today. I mean, like,
well, it's time for Would You Rather. Then.
Not Would You Rather. I have
he's got
a question. Anal beads. Huh?
You heard him. Heard them, yeah.
So came across this question, and it's a roll. Would you roll my dice? Question, right? Like if I had this dice with 6 numbers, normal dice, and the rolls were completely fair. This question comes from TikTok, and I think it's the Gray Blogs Gray Matter Blogs or something. It's this guy on TikTok, and he came up with this question, but I thought it was good to ask you guys. It said, you have this dice, I give you it, and it's a completely fair roll, like, you know, it'll land on whatever. But if you land on a 6, you get a godlike powers, basically. Not omnipotent, but like pretty close. So you get
what does omnipotent mean?
I mean, like all knowing, all seeing, everywhere, all at once. Like God. Yeah. So basically pretty close. Like, okay, that sounds great. Or you roll a 5, you get to pick one superpower. It's not like limitless power, and it's not like you can do anything, but it's like one superpower. You roll 4, you get $100 billion. So not infinite wealth, but I mean, fuck, pretty fucking close, right?
Pretty close.
You roll 3, you get $500 million. Still pretty fucking good. Like more than you know what to do with. You roll a 2, someone you care about the most dies. Number 1, you die instantly. Would you roll the dice?
I'm rolling the dice, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
66%, I think so.
Okay.
To have a decent outcome, to have a good outcome, not even decent, like life-changing outcome.
So yeah, is that what the math is? 66%?
Yeah, because like the last 2 are fucking garbage.
4, yeah, okay.
And
so,
then 2 out of the 6 are bad.
So do you think you would be able to hit something good? Would you?
I know I could at least.
I play enough strategy. I play enough strategy games.
I know I could at least get a 3.
I play enough strategy games. I like those odds. I'll fucking take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
500 fucking
I would
million.
be so heartbroken if I rolled a 2 or a 1, though, man.
Well, I mean, 1 you wouldn't fucking know. You're dead. So
I almost think number 2 would be worse.
Than no, 2 is because you have to live and suffer.
Yeah,
so.
You have to watch them die.
You know, 1 obviously fucking sucks.
Yeah,
you don't get to live anymore.
Yeah, but like, would you even notice it like happen? Like, but like, I know it. Okay, so like, yeah, we're not going to get into that conversation, but like, I would roll it, man.
So you would
roll it.
You know what? I was thinking about it. I thought,
do you have a dice?
Maybe I would roll it.
It's like Russian roulette.
Okay, so here we go. We have our
I really have to piss.
Dice roller. So this is our spin. This is what we would get if this is completely random. We don't know. Like
we don't know to what it's going to roll.
Yeah, I mean, if this is completely random, as in like the computer program is as random as, you know, a real dice.
Yeah.
Sorry. But so.
I'm saying my prayers. Assalamu alaikum.
So this is
one. All of a sudden he rolled a 1 and just see him fucking drop and just go unconscious.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. What's happening?
That's me. Sorry.
A 4.
A 4.
It's like
100 billion.
100 billion.
Goddamn.
So Tyler is.
I'll take it.
100 billionaire.
And his family, his bloodline is set for life.
Pretty much, like the next
bloodline is set for life. So
here go.
Do I click it right from here? Roll again.
Might as well.
Okay, it's my turn.
Okay. If you roll a 2, what if you had to pick?
Oh, they make you pick. They make you pick.
They make you pick who died.
It's whoever you feel the most loved one.
Oh my god.
So whoever that is
All right,
in your life.
let's roll that. A
Oh,
five.
we got superpower.
I won this. I got a superpower.
A superpower.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. Watch my luck. I'm gonna be the one to get something fucked up.
Hey, I might pick like teleportation or something.
Yeah. So what would be the superpower you'd pick?
So I was thinking about that. Super strength's obviously nice, cool. It's not necessarily like what are you gonna do with it. So I mean, but like something like teleportation, invisibility.
That's what I was thinking.
Invisibility, sick. I could.
There's a lot of things.
Tyler, I could join your. I could join the military and just be like.
Literally, like there's so much shit you could do with invisibility. It's crazy.
I think invisibility is fire. That's so cool.
You act like the military wouldn't be the first people to be like trying to use mutants.
Yeah,
like, 100%. You know what I mean? All right, it's like real X-Men shit.
Okay.
A 6.
But what the fuck,
brother? He's
God.
I blessed it for you guys. It's okay.
We literally went 4, 5, 6.
I blessed it.
Maybe we should have clicked go back, eh?
No.
I think it's random.
Okay. I think it's random. We literally went 4, 5, 6.
Because look, it even gives you a timestamp on it and everything. So,
well, holy shit! You're basically
holy cockamamie.
I'm everywhere's at once.
You're almost because it's not like you're omnipotent, so you're not. You're basically.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, you're basically a godlike being.
Cool. That's nice to know.
Well, there we go.
And that's why I would roll that dice.
And that's why. I mean, hey, the one shot you only roll it once. So there we go. That's crazy.
We're set. We're good. We don't have to worry about anybody dying or us dying.
I'm fine with the superpower. Fuck it. You know, it's cool. I
almost feel like the superpower would be cooler though.
You can. You have a fucking superpower. You have every superpower. You can literally do whatever you want.
Oh, I guess, eh?
You're basically a god. Yeah.
So I could go invisible?
Yeah.
If I want to, eh?
If you wanted to.
I'd go invisible.
I'd go invisible. Just stay invisible? I don't know. I mean, I guess. Okay, so before we get to the would you rather, I have another question. Not a question, but like another thing from TikTok. It says, I guess this guy, I think his name's Mike or something. He comes up with shitty superpowers on TikTok, and so this superpower is if every time you go a month long without talking to someone, you get a wish. And the only like caveat is you can't the wish has to come into like within our reality. So yes, $1 billion you can wish for that, but you can't wish for like flight. You know what I mean? Like you could fly, or you can't wish.
So you have to have a realistic wish.
Yeah, like something that can happen in our real world. Would you? How do you feel about that superpower? So you have to go 1 month without talking to anyone. Every
can
time
you talk
you
to yourself?
I mean, sure, probably. Like you can just sit there and talk to yourself. I assume.
Could do that.
I would be.
So every time you do it, you get another wish. So if you went 1 month and then you talk the next month, you don't get that wish. But yeah, anytime you go a month long without talking to anyone,
I'm taking that.
I just need 1 month. That's it.
I'm taking that power.
Yeah.
Because if it's something that's like applicable to the universe, then I just fucking wish to be the richest man
that's
ever lived. Like, and just have all that money, have the same net worth as the richest man that ever lived, and I think I'm good. That's it. Honest to God. I think it's just all depending on how you use your wish, right? I think the one and you can be good to go.
There's certain people you'd ask this question and they would say I could not go a month without talking.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
When you think about it, yeah.
A month without talking really isn't that long.
It might drive you. I don't know. It might drive you nuts.
But you can interact with people. You just can't talk.
True. Yeah. You just couldn't answer them.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it said talk, but I assume you can't
use other forms of communication.
Yeah. I don't think so. That would you can still obviously see them, but you can't write down something. Or
I'm taking that power.
Yeah, I think.
I would just explain to them like, listen, I'm going into a month of silence. I'm going through this like Buddha thing.
Yeah, there you
go. Like, just don't fucking talk to me.
The next time they see you a month later, you're rich.
Yeah, but I told you it works.
But you never told them that you got a wish. You just
like, see what happens when you take a month off.
You just come back rich as fuck. Yeah, I think that superpower that's cool. I mean, because even if there's no negative really, other than you don't talk to someone for a month.
Yeah.
Or anybody, but that's not so bad. But those two little fun segments. I
like questions like that.
I know. I want to look up some more, but now is time for the Would You Rather. Who wants to do it? Isaiah did it last.
Tyler hasn't read one in a while.
Oh, me read one? Oh my god.
It's a longer one.
Oh, this one's
short.
Weird. What? Would you rather fight 100 second graders or a bear with shark arms? I think I'll take the 100 second graders.
A bear with shark arms?
Yeah.
Sharks don't have arms.
Yeah, but still it's a bear though.
But it's still,
you know what I mean?
It's the.
No,
a bear would fuck me up.
It depends on how you. I mean, it just depends on.
I'd be kicking the fuck out of some kids.
It'd be like that scene in was it Step Brothers when he's fucking.
Oh my god! Yes. I think second graders are like 7-year-olds.
That's nothing.
I could fuck a 7-year-old up.
One punch, I could probably put one in a coma.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Easily.
A kick? Can you imagine what a kick to the head would do to them? And dead.
Am I in my state right now, or am I trained John Jones style fucking soccer kicks?
Just you right now.
Probably we would look like John Jones doing that to them. They'd be flying.
They'd all look like Cyril Gahn.
Yeah.
I would fight 100 second graders as well.
I think we all would. Fuck those little bastards
we're all
up.
picking that.
Fuck those little shits up.
I mean, yeah. So this week was a lot of topics. Pretty good.
A lot of shit going on.
Remember to follow us on our socials.
That's true.
I got a lot of stuff popping off on my YouTube. Gonna continue
the boys popping
to do
off.
that. Follow Tyler's Twitch, Zack's Twitch. I don't know when Zack will start streaming, but
Oh, you got a Twitch now?
Yeah.
Holy, this fucking guy.
Wait, that was the one I made to watch you?
Yeah.
You can just do it right through the Xbox anyway. You can just fucking
or your
my
PlayStation.
Or PlayStation. Yeah, I mean.
Christ, I could just press the options button. It says start new streaming.
Literally, you can just start
stream some of your Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just for for
I don't want to make you look bad.
Yeah, but then you know what you can do? You can watch it back after now.
Yeah. Sometimes when I have good games, I'll record a 30-minute game on my PlayStation.
But I think you can just record it to Twitch, and then you don't have to. It's like not
use
take
storage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all for this week.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
For now, folks.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the saying?
That's
all for now, folks. Is that how it goes?
No.
Looney Tunes.
That's all, folks. I think that's all he says.
Folks, or something. I can't remember. Porky Pig, fucking.
Porky Pig. Yeah.
He's nothing but a fucking pig.
Goodbye.